commercial real estate crash that I told you guys that has started. Some people, they believe that I was just telling just for the heck of it, or this is a fear mongering. Look, here's what's happening. We all have to understand. We are going through a uncharted territory, and it's a must. We must educate ourselves. We have to look at the facts. We have to look at what's going on so we understand. And in order for us to do that, we can't just sit there and assume things is going to change just because sometimes ago things happened and then Fed came in and they injected all this $1 trillion and everything went fine and dandy. One thing we have to understand is this. Anytime you have a stress in the economy, anytime, if the Fed interferes and they inject money, then they create bubble. That's a disaster, and it's going to create tremendous amount of bubble in all different assets, and at some point they're going to crash. What do you see right now is what I told all of you months ago. This isn't a crash of a real estate, it's a crash of all the assets. However, now this time it started from where? From the banking. So I wanted to share some articles with you guys, and I wanted to tell you guys what is about to happen and how we need to prepare. Also, what I like to tell you guys that if you guys want to contact me, my phone number is 818-937-9987. You can call me. If you go to my profile under contact, you can even make time. We can do a Zoom meeting or whatever. Just if you guys wanted to contact, if you guys have deals that you want to, discuss, that maybe we can figure out the way to do the deals together, I'll be happy to do it. So I just want to let you guys know that this is how you can contact me. So if you go back to what I was saying about the articles, there is an article from Bloomberg. Actually, there is quite a few articles from Bloomberg I wanted to share with you guys, and I wanted to see what is going on. So according to the Bloomberg, it says that U.S. bank lending slumps by most on records in the final weeks of March. And then also it continues, it says that loans by commercial banks declined by nearly $1.5 billion, $100.5 billion. And it says also deposits at U.S. banks decreased for the 10th straight weeks. Look, we are in a situation that people are panicking because what happened with SVB and Signature Bank and the banks that they have failed. So we understand that people, they have the right. But I also want to tell you guys something else. Look, right now, people are waking up to certain realities. How? Well, if you take your money and you put your money in the banks and they give you 0% interest rate and they make money, billions of dollars, and if you dare to go and ask for a loan, they're going to charge you 10%, 12%. If you get a credit card, they charge you also 25% interest rate on the money that you deposit. Us as a people that we deposit money in the banks, they take the money, they use the money, and they give us zero interest. Now people, they wake up to this reality that, look, if we take the money and if you put it in a government money market accounts, we're going to get almost 5% interest, security, safe, and interest. Why do we have to keep the money? Well, the problem is right now, the more Americans, ordinary people, they take the money out of the banks, the weaker the banks they get, especially regional banks that they hold 80% of all this, commercial real estate loans. So that's of itself, it's a huge problem. Now, to continue that, this is amazing. It says that, it's in the Fox News, it says that Bank of America clients withdraw $2.3 billion from U.S. securities. So again, People are withdrawing money. People are taking the money out of the banks. They want to park it somewhere safe. It's not so much, in my opinion, right now. I think because there's tremendous amount of fear, I don't think that people are so much thinking about whether or not they're going to get 5%, 3% interest. I think they're worried about the fact that they wanted to have their money somewhere safe. So if the banks, they fail, their money is safe. Now, going back to the commercial real estate, this is what's happening. The vacancies are up. The vacancies are up. And one of the things that we have to understand about the commercial real estate is that the commercial real estate, when they go get a loan, they have to have, the bank is not going to finance 100%, right? The bank is going to say, okay, Mr. So-and-so, you want to get a loan, in this building, you need to come up with 20, 30, 40%, at least 20 to 30% of down payment, and they give a loan about 65 to 70% max. In most scenarios, a 65% loan to value. So they give loan, and now what's going to happen is, if the banks, they have all these problems, and if there are vacancies that it's happening, and most buildings, they have vacancies, so when it comes to renewal, they cannot renew, right? So check this out. This is an article from Bloomberg. I mentioned to you guys in a couple of my videos that the commercial real estate can see drop of 40 to 50%. And you guys can go watch that post, and I explain what is happening. Now the Bloomberg, there is an article, it says that a $1.5 trillion wall of debt is looming for U.S. commercial properties. As a matter of fact, Morgan Stanley sees refinancing risk front and center, and office retail property valuation could fall as much as 40%. Now, even Bloomberg, it has an article about what I was mentioning about a week ago, about a few days ago, that because of all these vacancies that you see, this is what happens. So you got 50% vacancy, that property lost the value. Now, even if they want to go refinance the property, right, they cannot do it. Because if the property value drops 40%, right, there is no value. There is no value for the bank. Banks, they cannot do it. They cannot refinance it. Now, if the banks, they go and take the properties back from all these, people that they don't want to have, what is it that they're going to do? They have to sell it even more. You see, you have to understand, if the property value drops 40%, right? So now if the property were 10 million, it's worth $6 million right now because they cannot refinance it. And let's say they foreclose the property. Who in the right mind is going to go give $6 million to the bank? What's going to happen is, if the bank, they foreclose the property and the value is $6 million, nobody's going to pay more than $3 million. Why? Because whoever buys that, they're buying a problem. And if they don't buy a problem, they're buying a property that they have to do a construction, they have to change the format. As I said in my previous videos, what's going to happen, they have to change it, convert it to a residential so they can go ahead and make money. Now, my other thing that I wanted to tell you guys, that some of you guys think, no, everything is going to be fine and dandy. There's not going to be a recession, especially when the media and the government is continuously lying about recession. Check this out. This is recently from FOMC. There is an article, it says that FOMC minutes shows that staff expects mild recession, complete garbage. They know we're going to have a massive recession. They're trying to hide it. And now they're saying all the members, they continue quantitative of tightening, but this time 25 basis points. Look, this is what's happening. I urge you guys, be intelligent, be smart. Think about what's happening, positions yourself, because there is going to be a tremendous amount of opportunities. You got to listen to what is happening Take the garbage out. Media, government, they're not going to tell the truth. So you need to be smart. You need to understand that this is a time for us to be prepared. We need to be intelligent. We need to position ourselves with the right people, right team, so we can go ahead and find the opportunities so we can make money together. Look, I want to tell you guys again, if you guys have deals, if you guys have opportunities that you want to discuss, please contact me, 818-937-9987. We can go over it. We can talk about it so we can make sense. As always, I want you guys to educate yourself. I want you guys to follow the reality. Don't listen to the garbage of media and the government. Be intelligent. Be smart. Look at the things as it is. Have a great week and good luck out there.